All right, welcome to a quick little video talking about how or what to look for when you're hanging trail cameras. Let's say you got a new piece of land, you don't have very much time to scout, but you do know where there are some deer. You know you got deer in the area, you want to know what lives there. Everybody wants to know that, and cameras, perfect way to do that. I run cell cameras. I've only got two, so I kind of got to be choosy on where I put them. So early in the season, I like to put them on big main crossways. Let's say you walked your land a couple times, found some big good trails. You don't want to focus on one trail just yet, or at least I don't think you do. You want to find a place where all those trails come together to one point, and they eventually will. You just got to follow them long enough, and then hang your camera up in that point. This is what I'm talking about. This is kind of exaggerated. I actually just got done hunting, so I do know deer are following these trails, but because I saw something today, go check that video out. But this is exaggerated. This guy that lets me hunt on his land has a bunch of trails cut for four-wheelers. I actually think it was logged a while back, so I think that's where the remnants of this is. But look at this. Got a big trail coming there, trail right there, big trail there, big trail there, big trail there, and I think there's another trail right down here that kind of connects from there to there. The deer today were walking down this trail, kind of right in here and going down that way, which is pretty typical for them this time of year, at least at this property. They just, for some reason, early season, come along the top here and then go down that way. It's very common. Later in the season, they actually will migrate down more to the lowlands there. But this is a perfect place to hang a camera. You can kind of see all of them come together in this general area. This tree right there would be perfect. You know, kind of give you one of them angles, and it gets you all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 6 different trails. Yeah, so that's what I look for. I'm actually gonna hang this one here today. Probably give it a soak time of a couple weeks, maybe a week. Kind of just see what's in the area and what's traveling up top on this ridge. I actually have a tree stand right there, which is where I was hunting today. So I know they are using this now. So I'm gonna be setting one up here. I actually see a doe looking at me, I think, maybe. No, looks good though. Anyway, I'm gonna set one up here, set one up in this tree, looking somewhere in here. Probably right in this general area, but we'll see. So that is a less than 5-minute video on how I look for, or what I look for, when hanging tree stands, while hanging cell cams or cameras on a new property. I've hunted this property for a while, but I still want to know what's kind of in the area. So this is a really high traveled area, easy to travel through. They will travel through here eventually. Now, as the season gets going, you want to find a little bit more precise trails, maybe not your big highway areas. What I mean by that is does will use those big highway areas, and bucks, I'm not saying they won't use it, but they'll often run perpendicular to those highway areas. So if you've got a bunch of trails running east and west, and you have 1 or 2 trails running north and south, those are probably going to be your high percentage buck areas. And the reason why I'm saying that is during rut, the does will use the high traffic areas, and the bucks want to pick up on that scent, so they'll try to hit as many trails as they can to do that. But we'll get to that at a later date and time. I've actually got a camera set up from last year that I have on a buck trail. All these trails in here, I think they run east and west, so this one actually slightly runs north and south and intersects all these trails at a perpendicular angle. So I actually see a lot of bucks on that one too. So thank you for tagging along for this short little snip. Hopefully you learned something. Catch you next time.